You've been dating for months, everything seems to be going great. You've had some fun times, shared some intimate moments, and she's been showing interest, texting, calling, and planning your future. But suddenly, something shifts. She becomes distant, the spark seems to fade, and you find yourself wondering, why did she lose interest so quickly? It's like one day, everything was fine, and the next, she's just not that into you anymore. You start second guessing every little thing, wondering where you went wrong. Was it something you said, something you did, or was this always bound to happen? Well, here's the thing, it's not always as simple as it seems. Women don't just wake up one day and decide to stop being interested. There are often hidden reasons and subtle signs that are easy to overlook. The good news is, you can understand why this happens and do something about it. The truth is, women losing interest doesn't happen out of the blue. There are usually warning signs that something's off, but they can be so subtle that they go unnoticed. Let's break down some of the real reasons women lose interest in relationships. Number 1. Lack of emotional connection. One of the most common reasons women lose interest is when they feel that the emotional connection is weakening. In the beginning, everything seems exciting. There's chemistry, passion, and a constant flow of communication. But over time, without nurturing that emotional bond, the connection starts to fade. If she feels like you're not emotionally available, or if she's the one constantly reaching out, she'll start to feel neglected. Women need emotional closeness, the feeling that their partner truly understands and values them, not just physically, but emotionally. If you're not putting in the effort to keep the emotional connection strong, she might start looking elsewhere for that feeling. Number 2, you stop being the man she fell for. This one might sting, but it's a big reason why interest fades. If you start showing signs of complacency, she'll notice. At the beginning of the relationship, you're putting in effort, planning dates, being thoughtful, keeping up with your appearance, and staying engaged in the relationship. But over time, many men fall into a comfortable pattern. They stop planning surprise dates, they stop being as active or engaging, and they start to take her for granted. She might start to feel like she's dating a completely different person than the one she first fell for. Women want to feel like they're still dating the person they fell in love with, not someone who's let go of their ambitions or stopped being interesting. Number 3, the loss of excitement. Another reason women lose interest is that the relationship starts to feel routine. In the beginning, everything feels fresh and exciting, but once the honeymoon phase fades, you might find yourself stuck in a comfort zone. The days blur together. Work, dinner, sleep, repeat. There's no excitement, no anticipation. You're not planning fun adventures or having spontaneous moments. She might start feeling like there's nothing to look forward to anymore. And if she doesn't feel that excitement, she could drift away. Excitement isn't just about trips or lavish gifts. It's about keeping the energy alive in the relationship, doing new things, and finding ways to keep the chemistry strong. When everything becomes routine, it's easy for her to lose interest. Number 4. You stop communicating effectively. Good communication is key in any relationship. If you're not communicating effectively or consistently, she'll start feeling disconnected. Many men think that as long as there are no arguments, everything is fine. But silence or lack of deep, meaningful conversation can be just as damaging. If you're not discussing feelings, problems, or your goals, she might feel like you're emotionally unavailable or uninterested in what's going on in her life. A relationship isn't just about being together physically, it's about being there emotionally and mentally. Number 5, unmet needs or expectations. When a woman feels like her needs or expectations are not being met, it can lead to her losing interest. This could be in terms of intimacy, support, or shared values. Maybe she feels like you're not being supportive enough during tough times, or perhaps the chemistry isn't there anymore. Whatever the case, if her emotional, physical, or psychological needs are not being fulfilled, she might stop feeling attracted to you. In some cases, women lose interest because they start to feel like they're giving more to the relationship than they're getting back. This imbalance can build over time, and if it's not addressed, it can cause her to pull away. Now that you know the reasons, what can you do to prevent this from happening or get back on track? Here are actionable steps you can take to reignite her interest and strengthen your relationship. Number 1. Rekindle the emotional connection. Start by rebuilding that emotional connection. The foundation of any strong relationship is emotional intimacy. You need to be the one who listens, supports, and understands. Show genuine interest in her feelings, her experiences, and her thoughts. Don't just wait for her to come to you with her problems. Ask her how she's doing, how her day was, and what's been on her mind. It's important to make her feel seen and valued. Active listening is key. Don't interrupt or try to fix everything right away. Sometimes just being there to listen can make all the difference. Number 2, bring back the adventure. You need to reignite the sense of adventure in your relationship. Instead of letting things become routine, introduce a bit of spontaneity. Think outside the box. Plan a surprise weekend getaway, or organize an impromptu adventure that takes her out of her comfort zone. It doesn't have to be extravagant. Sometimes it's as simple as recreating your first date or taking her on an unexpected night out. These surprises remind her of the excitement and unpredictability that made the relationship feel new and thrilling. It's about showing that you're still eager to create memorable experiences together, just like in the beginning. Number 3, be consistent in your efforts. Consistency is incredibly important. Women want to know that the man they're with is emotionally consistent, reliable, and committed. Don't let the relationship fall into a rut. Keep doing the things that made her fall for you in the first place. Plan dates, compliment her, show affection, and most importantly, continue putting in the effort to stay engaged. If she sees that you're continuously working on the relationship and maintaining your interest, she'll be more likely to stay interested in you. Number 4, communicate openly and often. Stop assuming everything's okay just because there are no arguments. Communication should be a two-way street. Both of you need to express your needs, desires, and concerns openly. Regularly check in with her about how she feels in the relationship and make sure you're also sharing your own thoughts and feelings. If she knows that she can count on you for honest conversations, she'll feel much more connected to you. Number 5, take care of yourself and your ambitions. Lastly, remember that women are attracted to confidence and ambition. Continue focusing on your own growth, whether it's your career, health, or hobbies. Women love seeing their partners continue to strive for personal success. Keep challenging yourself and stay the best version of yourself. This will not only keep her attracted to you, but it will also show her that you're confident and self-sufficient. So, if she's losing interest, it's not the end of the relationship. In fact, it's an opportunity for you to reignite that spark and prove to her that you're the man she fell in love with. By staying emotionally connected, keeping the excitement alive, communicating openly, and remaining consistent, you'll strengthen your bond and prevent her from drifting away. Relationships require work, but with these strategies, you can make sure she never loses interest again. Start today.